InuLeeli here. Today I had a doctor's appointment that I almost missed because I forgot to put it on the calendar. So, I was rather late for that. But I talked to my doctor today, and it turns out the thing that's been making me really tired lately is my medication. He had upped my dose from 20 to 30, and now we're going back to 20 because apparently, according to my parents and my doctor, it is making me comatose. Other than that, I didn't really do much today, so instead I'm going to talk about a movie! Yay! Except that the movie wasn't really all that good. The movie is called House. It's about a man named Roger Cobb who is a writer slash Vietnam War vet slash guy who lost his son who inherits the house from his aunt. So he's got like 80s horror hero lottery going on. And the house is, well, of course, haunted. And somehow, at some point in time earlier, before he inherited the house, his son disappeared mysteriously on the grounds of the estate. So yeah, and because of that, he's lost a lot of his ability to write. His wife divorced him, stuff like that. Cliched horror writer in the 80s stuff. And he also has a very annoying neighbor when he moves into the house who he's very familiar. I've got his IMDb page and I'm kind of looking up, and it's like the only thing that I think I recognize him from is Spice World, and I'm like, oh my god, he totally was in that. Why is that the thing I recognize him from? But yeah, he was in Spice World. He was that guy with Jim Cummings who were trying to make a movie about the Spice Girls, I think. So anyway, so Cobb is sort of living in the house trying to figure out what all this messed up stuff that's happening to him is. Because messed up things are happening. At midnight, if you open the closet door in his aunt's old room, horror terrors come out. Eldritch abomination monsters that cannot be described, ooey gooey, limbs grabbing you kind of thing. And the monster designs are pretty good, nice and slimy, except for this one monster who's just walking skeleton dude. But then again, he's the least interesting monster in the whole thing. And let's see, so he's trying to figure out what's going on, while the house is actively attacking him, and also trying to figure out what happened to his son. And he's also doing this all while writing a memoir of his time in the Vietnam War, which apparently ties back into the climax of the movie in the dumbest way possible. No Jacob's Ladder shit here. No, this is stupid. And another problem is I came in with the wrong idea. I thought that this was going to be, a more serious horror movie, but instead it's a horror comedy. And I didn't figure that out until halfway through when he's burying a body to this old Motown-style breakup song. So, yeah. One of the main problems with the movie, one, it's not very good at setting up its tone in either way. I mean, the comedy scenes are funny and the scary things are, kind of scary. But it's most of the movie is really boring because you're just following the main character who is so nondescript. I can't even remember his first name. It was Robert or Roger or Cobb or something. He's just I could not connect with him, therefore I couldn't really get into his story, which sucks because he's the main character. We're with him for the entirety of the film. So, yeah. And most of the time I'm just waiting, can we get to the monsters now? Or, it was just, He's so uninteresting. He's not even like badly acted or anything. He's just there. So, yeah, I wouldn't. If you like horror movies, I really wouldn't recommend this one. It's not particularly scary or gory, and it's Cobb is boring as crap. And if you like horror comedies, I'm like, yeah, the comedy scenes are funny, but the rest of it is boring as crap. So, yeah, don't don't skip it. Go to something else. I don't know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me right now. Just well, good night everybody.